Welcome to another Pokemon save file video, where today we're going to be looking at Pokemon Sapphire, if you couldn't read the menu screen. So, this time our good friend is called Luciiee, and he has spent 25.5 hours in the game. They have 42 Pokemon in their Pokedex, and they have all 8 badges. So I have a sneaking suspicion that this game was sold pretty much straight after they've beaten the Elite Four, and we'll see why in a bit, so let's just go straight into this game. So we started in Lily Cove, and we actually started in the mall, and before we go anywhere, let's actually see what Pokemon this person has in their party. So to start with, we have a level 59 Blaziken called Flare holding an amulet coin. Next we have an Altaria called Fluffy. The third one is a level 37 Mytaina called Rose. The fourth one is a level 46 Kyogre called Star. The fifth one is a level 21 Linoon called David. And the last one is a level 26 Tropius called Terry, holding an EXP share. Whenever I see a Pokemon called Terry, I immediately think it's named after Terry Crews now. So now we've done our thing and had a look at what Pokemon this person had in their party. Let's have a look and see what Pokemon this person has left in their PC. So there's one box that is pretty much full, and there's one on the next box as well, so let's just get started on the first box. So to begin with, we have a level 13 Plusle called Rose, and that is the second Pokemon called Rose, I think. The other Pokemon being the Mytaina in the person's party. The next one we have is an Electrike called Evans. The next one is an Oddish called Olivia, Wurmple called Luke, we have a Spinder called Steph, a Numel called Nelly the Numel. On the second row we have an Incada called Nikki, an Aron called Aaron, a Spoink called Pearl, we have a Tailo called Feedy, a Sandshrew called Sue. I'm surprised how easily I said that the first time. A Slugma called Sam, a Whismur called Wilma, and a Pelipper called Paul. And that means that there's like 4 or 5 Pokemon here with alliteration in their name. We have Nelly the Numel, we have Sue the Sandshrew, we have Sam the Slugma, we have Wilma the Whismur, and we have Paul the Pelipper. So moving on from that, we have a Tentacool called Swimmy, we have a Girafarig called Lee, a Natu called Car, an Electrode called Dee, a Chinchou holding a yellow shard called Richard, a Spheal called Sophie the Spheal, a Wynaut called Bluey, we have a Lileep called Fred, a Cast Form that's creatively named Cast Form, he's so happy with that name, Kev the Kecleon, we have a Magnemite called Shocker, a Clamperl called Elf, and finally a Sableye called Betty. So moving on to the second box, we literally only have one Pokemon, and that's an Azumarill called Jim the Azumarill. So we're not done in the Pokemon Center yet, because if we go on to the person's item storage, they have actually used it, and it's really weird to me because I've never actually seen anyone use their storage box in the PC before. So we have a potion, we have an Everstone, a lot of these are just stones, so Firestone, Earthstone, there's a Heart Scale, there's a Leaf Stone, some Water Stones, and a Thunderstone. I just think it's really weird that someone's actually like used their item box in the PC, because I'm sure people do it all the time, I just never really seen anyone do it personally. Welcome to Moorville, the land of Moorvilles. So what are we doing in Moorville? Well, if you've been watching all of the episodes so far, then you know we're going to go to the Pokemon Daycare Center, where we're going to be trading in not 1, but 2 Pokemon, because this person has stored 2 Pokemon in the Daycare Center. So let's just get rid of Blaziken and Altaria, and let's just go straight over to the desk and see what Pokemon we have. Ah, it's you. Good to see you. Your Pokemon can only be doing good. Will you take your Pokemon back? Yes. So if we look at the name straight away, then we have 2 female Pokemons. One is called Ellis and one is called Mimi, or Mimi, my. And I can't remember what Pokemon these actually are, so let's have a look and see real quick. Thank you, old lady. I'm gonna look at my Pokemon now. Over here in the corner. So what Pokemon did we get? We got a level 35 Golbat called Ellis, and we also got a level 40 Medicham called Mimi. I have come in here for no other reason than to gamble. Yeah! Damn it. So if you remember way back in the start of the video where I said about there being a pretty obvious reason for my theories to them selling the game straight after beating the Elite Four, let's just go straight onto Ribbons and have a look-see. So if we look at these Pokemon, some of these actually came from the Pokemon Daycare, such as Mimi and Ellis. And my theory is that straight after beating the Elite Four, our good friend Luciiee went over to the Daycare Center, dropped off Mimi and Ellis, and went on to Lily Cove, where they decided to end the game and never played it again and sold it off to a shop called CX. What a sad and touching story. The only Pokemon that doesn't only have one ribbon is Blaziken, because they also have the ribbon that you get from someone in the market at Slateport. So at least we know that Blaziken was a good boy. So just as one more thing, if we go into condition and go onto search, go onto here, then we can see that Blaziken has had the most attention put into them than any other Pokemon. In fact, Blaziken is the only Pokemon that's had this much attention put into them, so I guess this person really liked Blaziken. I really like Blaziken, he's a pretty cool Pokemon. So this is more my interest than anything else really. I just really want to see if this person has messed around with a trick house. And I don't think they have. How did you know I could conceal myself beyond this window? You're sharp. No! How could you not mess with the trick house? The trick house is the best part. It's got a really weird guy that spins and flies away. So that was all this Pokemon Safe already had to offer. We're here at the Battle Tower now. I've never used the Battle Tower before because I've mainly used Emerald. So from this point on, I'm not entirely sure where to take the Pokemon Safe File videos. I guess it's completely up to you guys. Would you guys rather have me explore the Pokemon Gen 3 games over and over again? Or would you rather have me just go forward and back in the games such as like Gen 1 and 2? Or maybe I could just go forward with the games and try and get a 3DS capture card and do some more recent Pokemon games. The ideas are completely in the sky. It's up to you guys where you want this series to really go, because I don't want to keep doing Gen 3 if you don't want me to keep doing Gen 3. So as far as it stands at the moment, Gen 3 is done. So thank you guys for watching. This may not have been the most interesting save file in terms of names of things. I think the Pokemon Ruby one was my favorite so far. So hopefully we can find some more interesting ones in the future. And until the next one, thank you very much for watching. And yeah, goodbye.